They say life is simple. Go to school, get a job, play it safe, die quietly. That's the script. Most never question it. Most don't even realize it's a cage. But Amanda did. And once you see the bars, you can't unsee them. She grew up hearing the usual poison. Don't dream too big, be realistic, success is for other people. It wasn't advice, it was programming. Fear disguised as guidance, doubt dressed up as wisdom. And for a while, she believed it. Until she looked closer, the people preaching realism were the same ones stuck in jobs they hated, staying in relationships they feared to leave, drowning in bills and regrets. Why take advice from prisoners who don't even know they're locked up? So Amanda started running experiments on her own mind. Not religion, not fake positivity, just deliberate mental manipulation. When her mind said, "You can't," she answered, "Watch me." When life said, "Play small," she spat back, "Make room." And things shifted. Not because the universe is magical, but because most people quit the second it gets uncomfortable. Amanda didn't. That's the first law of MindFuq. If you can seduce your own brain into persistence, you've already beaten half the world. Of course, the world doesn't like rebels. Her family called her reckless. Friends rolled their eyes. Strangers whispered, delusional. But here's the dirty secret. Be realistic is just code for, I didn't have the guts. And Amanda saw through it, clear as glass. So she flipped the script. She stopped asking for permission. She stopped waiting for someone to validate her. She became her own cult. Every morning, she whispered to herself, I am unstoppable. I am inevitable. I don't chase. I choose. Were those true at first? Of course not. But belief doesn't wait for truth. Belief creates truth. That's the essence of MindFuq. Trick your brain until it can't tell the difference between fiction and destiny. One day, Amanda printed a hoodie. Across the chest, one word, MindFuq. At first it was a joke, but when she wore it in public, people reacted. Some laughed nervously, some frowned, offended. Others whispered like the word itself was dangerous. And that's when she realized it was dangerous because it was a mirror. It forced people to ask themselves, am I in control of my mind or just a puppet? The hoodie spread, not because of fabric, not because of fashion, but because it carried a virus. Not the kind that kills the body, the kind that kills excuses. Every person who wore it carried the same quiet rebellion. I will not be hypnotized by fear. I will not live inside your limits. I choose my reality. MindFuq wasn't clothing. It was armor. It was a reminder. Reality bends to the mind that bends itself first. But Amanda also learned the shadow side of belief. Because once you start bending reality, you see how fragile it really is. How fake most rules are. How easy it is to break the spell if you dare to try. And once you know that, you can never go back. Here's what most people will never admit. Most will never break free. They'll trade their lives for a paycheck, drown in credit cards, pray for weekends, and call it normal. They'll stay hypnotized, obedient, safe. But the ones who dare to MindFuq themselves, they're dangerous. Because they know the game is rigged, and they don't care. They make their own rules. Amanda discovered the truth. The world doesn't belong to the smartest or the richest. It belongs to the ones who believe so hard. Reality has no choice but to surrender. So what about you? Are you just another hostage of doubt? Or are you ready to MindFuq yourself free?